Hi everyone, this is Sasha from Women's Fight News, sponsored by Champions Memorabilia, and I am joined by newly turned pro Bree Wright. Bree, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm enjoying the sunshine like you as well. Makes a change.
Lovely, innit?
I know. It'll be back raining next week though.
Snowing.
So obviously you've recently turned professional and you've kind of had quite a journey, I think, to get to this point. So, I'm sure we'll talk about that. But what's it like to, be a professional boxer right now?
Feels amazing. I just can't wait to get that first fight done now. I can't wait.
Yeah. And you've got a fight coming up, haven't you? The 20th of May.
Yeah.
So how's that going? Are you in camp?
To be honest with you, I don't really have camps. I'm just in gym all the time. So I just feel like I'm constantly ready. So we're just sharpening up a bit. But yeah, weight's good. Training's going as good as it can be. So I'm just looking forward to it, to be honest.
Yeah, and I think that's always a great way to do it, isn't it? You see fighters like blowing up in between fights, and then the first half of camp is just like dropping weight. Obviously, if you're always in shape, you're ready.
That's it, yeah. I think I only put 2 kilos on. That's it. So I don't really come off my weight that much. I only put a couple of kilos on, that's it.
Yeah. So does anything, if you're obviously constantly training, keeping in shape, keeping sharp, what changes then, if anything, from when you've got a fight date announced?
There's not massive changes. There's just slight changes. It just toughens up on me. If it's just there's no fight coming up, we train hard, but it's not as intense. So when there's a fight coming up, we switches up and make sure it's more intense.
Yeah, and I suppose you've got something to focus on as well, haven't you? Knowing you've got a date as well.
100%.
You're also Sheffield's first female pro boxer. So does that add any pressure at all?
No, not really for me. I'm just I just enjoy it. It's just a blessing for me, really, because I never thought I'd even get to fight again as an amateur, never mind professional. So I just feel blessed, to be honest, and just hope I can show people that they can do it as well, and then there'll be more coming from Sheffield.
Yeah, well, that's it. Obviously, you being the first, you're like the trailblazer now, so hopefully we'll see a lot more young girls and, of course, just boys in general as well coming through.
Yeah, definitely.
So where did your journey start? When did you first, enter a boxing gym, and how have you got to this point?
When I was younger, I did a bit of football, and then I was a bit of a troubled child, bit naughty. I had to go to this place through school, like a naughty club, and then there were a boxing there, and then they were like, "Oh, do you want to come to train properly?" So I trained properly with them when I was younger. I had a couple of fights, and then just went off rails a bit mentally. So I was out of boxing completely for 8 years, and then got put loads and loads of weight on, over 20 kilos, and then went through a really bad time mentally, and then just thought, right, enough is enough. Went to the gym, shredded all that weight, and then managed to fight again. So I'm just buzzing, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, what a journey as well. So what was the reason for you stopping boxing the first time round?
Mentally, I weren't there. I used to cry before I used to fight.
Oh.
I used to be like, I can't do it. I have a full-on panic attack, and then my coach would be like, you can. But obviously, boxing's a very lonely sport. I know that you've got your coaches and everybody else, but it's only you getting in there. So you've got to be 100% mentally there. And I weren't back then, but now I am. I know what it takes. I know what we've got to do. So yeah, it were a crazy time when I was younger, but obviously I've matured now. I'm 26. I'm not young anymore. I know what I'm doing and what I want. So I go in there with a lot of different intentions now compared to before.
Yeah, I think sometimes as hard as obviously the struggle would have been back then, obviously they say everything happens for a reason, and obviously it's got you to this point now, hasn't it? So how old was you then when you were going through all of that mentally and took a break?
18. I had my last fight at 18, and then it all just went downhill from there, to be fair. Big 8-year break. It was crazy, to be honest, but you've got to go through everything in life, haven't you? It's all lessons. Everything happens for a reason, like you said. So I'm back now. I'm not going to dwell on what's happened. I'm just going to look forward and see what we can do moving forward, because I'm just blessed, like I said, to be on this journey. I feel like I've been given a second chance, and now this is my chance to prove to myself, not everybody else, but to me, what I can do, what I'm capable of.
Yeah. No, definitely. And obviously you said you'd gained like weight, and was that one of the reasons for getting back into boxing, just thinking, I just want to get back in shape?
No, it was literally mental because there's been like, I don't know if you've seen any at papers or wrote, like I was on brink of suicide and everything, like my head was just gone completely. So I seen this video about Tyson Fury, and I used to, if I felt rubbish in that, I just used to watch him because he had everything and he still didn't feel happy. So it don't really matter how high up you are in the world or how low you are, you can still feel really down and low. And I watched a video of him and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna give it one more go. I'm gonna see if this makes me happy, because no matter what I did, I feel like my purpose in life, there was just nothing. I just felt like I was there for nothing. So I went to the gym, and my coach was just like, yeah, all right, Briggs, I've nipped in over years and then I've gone again. Do you know, like just bopped in. So he was just like, yeah, all right, Briggs. I think no one believed me that I was going to do it. And I don't blame him, because I was absolutely massive. My head looked like a bowling ball. So I just had to think, right, do you know what? I don't care who believes me. I believe me. So I'm going to do it. So that's where it's come from. Like, just honestly, just had to believe in myself and just go for it. And then weight started coming off, and everyone were like, oh, you've lost some weight, haven't you, Bree? And I'm like, yeah, it's coming off. It kept chipping away. And then got my first fight back. And my coach, I could tell that he had full on like panic mode, thinking, what is she going to do here? Do you know, because before I'd be like, I can't do it. And he was just like, are you all right? And I'm like, yep. And then before my fight was even going in, I was just like running to the ring, like waiting outside. I'm like ready to go. Do you know what I mean? Like I've worked hard to it. Like before, I think I was just like batting at it. I weren't really giving it 100%, but I know I've chucked everything at this. Like everything I've done. I've not left no stone unturned. I've literally put 110% into it. So I knew in my head that I was more than ready. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just buzzing to get back in there, to be fair.
Yeah, and what an incredible story, though. I mean, to be on the brink of suicide is just unbelievable. To be where you are now, though. So, I mean, congratulations on that sense of getting yourself in that place, because that's incredible and it's not easy at all. And then, like you say, obviously you're now going back to her, and obviously that confidence is there, and it's part of it knowing that, because you've literally just given it 100%, that you can only feel confident.
That's it, yeah. I just know that I've put everything into it. I'm doing everything that my coach wants me to do. I'm sparring with up boys. I'm just literally doing everything and anything just to make myself better, just better me. I don't focus on anybody else. I only focus on me and what I can do and what I've got to do to reach the goals that I want to get to. So I'm just like proper hungry for it, to be honest.
Yeah. And I mean, everyone's story is different and everyone's journey is different. Age-wise, do you think this is just because I think 26 is kind of the perfect age. We are seeing girls coming through a bit younger, but we are seeing some struggles with the younger girls. So do you think like mentally and physically, this is just the prime for you to have turned over?
100%. Everything happens for a reason. So back then, I think mentally and physically, I weren't ready. I couldn't do it. But now I feel like I'm like a woman now, do you know? Yeah. So I just feel mentally that this is me now. Not budging. Not going to phase me, to be fair. I've been through too much. I've dealt with demons in my head that no other female is going to make me deal with. So I just feel like it's all on me, really. I'm not bothered about anybody else.
Yeah. And that's it. I think obviously you've been through the hardest times, that nothing will be scarier than what you've been through. So everything else will be easy for you in that sense.
And then hopefully we can, like Tyson Fury did me, I can hopefully inspire other people that's going through mental problems, that they can get through it as well. Yeah. And there is like that end at tunnel.
That's it. And is that why you're quite open about talking about it? Because it mustn't be easy, talking about it.
No, at first I proper struggled. I didn't want to, I'm very closed off. Like, I don't really let people know what I'm feeling or out. But I thought, you know what? Like, I feel like this does need to be shared, because there is a lot of awareness about it, but there's not many good stories. Like, I don't see any good stories about it, like coming through it. Usually you see like a lot of suicides and stuff, but you don't see many, that person actually got through it and they're doing something. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, do you know what? I'm actually going to be open and honest about it, and then hopefully other people get a bit of motivation from it and see that you can come through it.
Yeah, no, that's definitely right. And I think you talking about it openly, you are going to help a lot of people on your way as well. So, So obviously you've turned pro, but last year you were in amateurs, weren't you? And you had a very, very successful year. So did you go on to win? I think you won development championships, didn't you?
Yeah. I want development. I was absolutely ecstatic. I was proper buzzing.
Did you expect to win? What was your game plan going in?
I was ready to fight anybody, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like, I knew what I wanted. I manifested it. I wrote it down every day. I will win these championships. I will win these championships. And I worked hard. I worked so hard. So I knew for a full fact I was going to win. And I weren't like cocky confident. Like I weren't cocky, I was confident because I knew what I'd done to go in there and win them.
Yeah. No, congratulations. And then after winning that, was that like the switch of, right, I'm ready to turn pro now?
It weren't that. It was like basically I've been to like a few shows, a few professional shows, and I was like watching out females, and I thought, well, I'm 26 now. Like, there's not really much hope to get on GB squad. Like, I've not really got any aspirations for that. So I thought I may as well like get paid for it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I may as well just go and get paid for it because, like you say, I'm 26. I'm not a babby no more. I can't just go in amateurs and like go through them stages. I mean, I would like to get a bit more experience, but I feel like life experience is enough. Do you know what I mean? I had them 4 fights back, and now I just feel like I'm ready to push on. I'm not going to go in these professionals and rush because we see it happen a lot. Like go in rush and then they get chinned or whatever. So I'm just literally taking every day as it comes, every fight as it comes, and I'll just get in with whoever the manager and coach like puts in front of me. To be honest, I trust them.
Yeah, and that's quite a good point. We're seeing a lot of girls who have turned over. I always think are rushing the process a little bit. It's a little bit like it's become a race to win a world title when actually everyone's got plenty of time. You know, we've seen the likes of, Katie Taylor's like mid to late 30s. There's no rush to be winning a world title as soon as you turn over.
I think it's because there's not a lot of females who think, right, go 100 miles per hour.
Yeah, I mean, the depth isn't there, but the quality is there in female boxing. So even though there might not be as many to pick from, the ones that you can fight, they're good. So So I'm not a big fan of everyone rushing through. We're seeing like world title shots after like 5 fights. I'm personally not a huge fan of that at the minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just about taking your time, isn't it? I think as well, like we're seeing a lot of girls, guys as well coming through who might not have like the big amateur pedigree, but it doesn't matter. Like Terry Harper doesn't have the biggest amateur background, but has went on to become world champion.
Yeah, brilliant. She's a big inspiration to me because obviously like we are good friends. So to see my pal do that, I'm so proud, and she just inspires me so much, especially coming back from that loss that she had. That were a big one. Mentally rather than just physically.
Yeah.
And she's come back and she's back to winning ways. So, like, there you go. You get knocked down, but it's how you get back up. It don't matter how many losses you take. You take bigger losses in life. You lose people. Do you know what I mean? It's just a defeat in a ring. Like, you lose your close family, relatives. So, you can come back from that, then you can come back from anything.
Yeah. So, as someone like Terry, is she one of like the bigger inspirations for you within boxing?
Yeah, because she's my pal, so I think, my mate can do it, I can do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously when I chat to her and she's training, like, I'm like, right, I'm going training now. Do you know what I mean? It's just a good laugh with her, to be fair. And she gives me a lot of good advice and stuff. She's wicked like.
Yeah, I was going to say you must get great advice because, I mean, Terry for me is just one of the world's best. And obviously she did have that defeat. It doesn't matter. Like you say, you come again, don't you? So to have someone like that you're close with must be, massively helpful moving forwards.
Yeah, she's wicked, to be fair. She's proper chilling. And you know what's mad? Sometimes, half the time, we don't even speak about boxing, to be fair. We don't talk about normal stuff. Like, all my friends and that are like, find it mad. But to me, she's just my pal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's it. So obviously you've went on to sign with One Empire as well as your management. Was that always kind of the plan moving forward?
No, it were a dodgy one, to be fair. Like, it weren't meant to happen. Like, as literally my article got put on Facebook, and then I seen that James Sheldon shared it. So I was like, oh, like, that nice one for sharing it. I appreciate it. Like, liked it on Facebook. And then one of my stablemates was fighting Ant Tomlinson. So I went to his wedding and he had his other fighter on that show. And then he was like, are you that bird that's just lost all that weight? That's what he said. Like, yeah. So then we just ended up having a chat, just nothing like about turning pro. And then he spoke to Ant that night, and then we went and had a chat with him. And yeah, it just went from there. Like, I've not even known him that long, but I do his head in like I'm one of his kids, to be fair. I proper head.
I love it though, because they're doing great things in boxing though. So, that's a solid signing.
Yeah, definitely. They're doing it so different. Like, they're not just, I know I've seen like loads of, like with my gym friends, I've seen like poor management, obviously. And they just, I can't really say like for the full career what they're going to be like. But as of now, they are so good with me. Like anything and anything. If I need anything, I can just ring them and they'll sort it out for me. They take every single bit of stress away from me, so I can literally just concentrate on boxing. That's literally it.
Yeah. And that's what you need. You see so many, or you hear so many like horror stories in boxing with either managers or promoters and things like that. And it must be so difficult to pick who you're going with, because it can be career defining.
100%. 100%. You see some right bad stories and then you think, oh, if that kid had a better manager, it'd be so high now. Like, it's bad, but I couldn't think about worse. I'm just feeling really, really grateful that I did get a good team, and I know that Jamie will do his best with me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, brilliant signing, definitely. So like you said, you're not in camp obviously at the minute, but I take it you're sparring and things like that, getting ready for your upcoming fights.
Well, I've got 5. I keep counting down my Fridays because it's on a Friday, so I keep telling I've got 5 Fridays left now. Got 5 Fridays left. I mean, it is technically a camp, but I don't really see it as a camp because I'm constantly in the gym. But obviously it's a lot more intense now. My food's a lot more strict. But to be fair, I eat good foods now, because if I put on a certain amount of weight, I'm going to think I'm going to get a bowling ball head again. So I think, no way. We'll stick to good food. We won't put too much weight on, because you see people blowing up in between camps, and then I think, you've got to get that off again. I couldn't think about worse if I put that much weight on again and I had to get it off. Oh, no. I did that hard work. I'm not doing it again. I'll just keep my weight down. I'll just eat good food for the rest of life. It's just easier.
Yeah. I mean, you do see it, and I think, listen, I'm no pro boxer, and I tell you what, I couldn't do it. I could not. I'm not good with food. I like a drink. Like, I don't know how people do it, but I certainly couldn't be one of them fighters that, like you say, blow up, because losing weight is just physically and mentally draining.
It is. I couldn't think about worse than constantly having to like concentrate on my weight. Like, I like to keep my weight low, because then in fights I'm not thinking, oh, I've only got this long and I've got to get it off. I just want to think, I'm going in all guns blazing, I'm ready to fight, my weight's fine. The only thing I've got to literally do is concentrate and getting everything right on night, like what we've worked in the gym, rather than you see people drain themselves and that with weight and lose so much weight on that week, and then they're all drawn, and I think, fucking hell. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine. No, I've seen some horrible ones, like you say, where they've had to like cut water, and like they look all drawn, and they look like, even the complexion and the skin, and they just look ill. And I think, oh, not for me, that.
You see how much weight's changed? We had Wicked Terry looked in that other weigh-in. Yeah. Did you see?
Yes.
Unreal. She looked amazing.
Yeah. It's amazing what 5 pounds can do, because she looked like a different woman completely.
Yeah. 100%. But her extra growth, how happy she is.
Yeah. Well, she likes the food as well, doesn't she?
Yeah. We always love a snap. Can't beat some snap, can you?
But it is true. You think, like, in hindsight, you look back probably at that Alicia fight, and you think, oh my gosh, she actually didn't look well. In all fairness, you could see like the weight just didn't suit her anymore.
And that Alicia Bungana just looked like 100% solid. Like, she just looked comfortable, so comfortable. And Terry, just never seen her look like that in my life. Like, I had a right bad feeling that fight. I was walking around the arena with my hands on my head, and I'm like, I can't watch this one. And I don't know why. Like, I was just like, I cannot watch this fight. I was doing laps around the arena, honestly. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah,
I know because she's amazing. But that fight, I just felt so weird about it. It was just so, honestly. And then I'll cry my eyes out. I cry. I get more panicky for her fighting than I do me. I get in, I feel all right. As soon as she's fighting, I feel sick. I think it's hard when you're watching a friend
boxing. I always feel like quite ill if I know someone quite well who's fighting in the ring, and I think, oh, I don't know how like wives and husbands can do it when they're watching their other half. I think no, that I'd just be ill the whole time.
Shocking, especially with how she lost as well.
Oh yeah. I remember being there because I'm a huge fan of Terry. Like, she is just genuinely one of my favorite boxers, and we were there ringside and like doing the media, and I was so buzzing because it was the first time I was watching a fight, and I remember it happening, and I just felt like ill because it was a horrible stoppage as well. It just wasn't.
Oh, it were horrible, weren't it?
Yeah, and I just remember like, but the whole arena just went silent, and the atmosphere just completely changed. I remember just standing there thinking, oh my God. And I just wasn't interested in the next fight. I just like wanted to go home.
I literally left. I had to wait next day for some for championships, but I'd been and bought these brownies, right? So I was waiting back in the hotel with these brownies, and then when she got in, she was like obviously she was sad and that, and I just started. I'm like, you're gonna have to have these brownies. I'm going. I was like, hope you're sick. Just like shot off. I think I waited. I had a t-shirt on. I was freezing. I waited for her for about an hour and a half for her to get back because obviously she had to have all get checked by doctors and. But I just thought I need to get these brownies. Make sure she's all right. Because honestly, it was just shocking. As soon as I seen her, I'm like proper blubbering, and she was like, "It's one of them things." Like, but Terry's just so like. I don't know, she's just proper chilling, but I could see how heartbroken she was, so that made me even more heartbroken.
Yeah.
So I was like, here's your brownies, I'm going.
Oh, God love. But you know what? She's moved up weight and she's going to smash it anyway at this new weight. So,
and multi-weight world champion she'll be.
Yeah, 100%, definitely. So it's not all tears, is it? But like you said before, it is just a fight as well, which is crazy. Like, but at the same time, obviously, you all put your whole life and blood, sweat, and tears into it. So when you lose, it's heartbreaking. But bigger things happen, I suppose, as well, don't they, in the world? So
100%.
So obviously, speaking of like weight classes, so what weight class will you be fighting at?
Welterweight. I think I'm still like struggling with changing weight, so I'm still in kilograms. So then when people are telling me pounds, I ain't got a clue what they're on about. So I'm like. I'm about 67. I don't know what that is. Trying to transfer it over on Google.
Welterweight though is such a good division at the minute though. And domestically, there's a lot going on as well.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Do you have your eyes on anyone?
No, not really. I don't really concentrate on anybody else. I just concentrate on me, like I said. But now, I'm just taking every day as it comes. I'm just getting what they say.
Yeah.
Day end it, day in it. That's only how I see it.
Yeah,
life's a bigger fight. This is just a boxing fight. Like I put my life into it now. Like we're moving forward, and past however many months, I've put everything into it. Like this is everything for me. This is my purpose. I know what I've got to do. So literally, blood, sweat, and tears. Everything else is into it. This is all I'm fixated on.
Yeah. So then. It doesn't matter who you fight because obviously you're putting that much in it. You're going to have so much confidence that put anyone in front of you.
Yeah, that's it. Definitely. I mean, I'm not looking to run before I can walk. We want to take the right steps. So I'm hoping, to be fair, that they start like, if there's like more women, we can like do a British title. You know, that'd be amazing. That I mean, I think they did first Central Area last night.
Yeah,
that's wicked. I think moving forward, it'd be wicked if we could get a British. That'd be amazing.
I say it all the time. There's so many weight divisions now where it is very easy to have a British title. There's plenty of girls in the majority of the weight divisions now. Welterweight's definitely one of them to have a British title fight. Why is there not one?
I know. I hope there is. I hope that like they notice how many women there is and they fetch one out fixed. That'd be wicked. That.
Yeah. Because I think we miss out on really good domestic clashes because there isn't a title. So obviously, when there's high risk, no reward, people aren't going to do it in boxing. It's just not the way the world works, is it?
In it, because there's not that many about. So when you put in with 50-50s, it's like it should be a belt almost.
That's it. When you're seeing people risking losing that zero, which isn't the end of the world anyway, but it's still a thing in boxing, isn't it? Where you can't, you don't want to lose it. But like you say, if there's a title on the line, everyone's going to take a tough 50-50 fight if they're going to win a British title.
Oh, yeah. 100%. I mean, if there were only 20% chance in everyone else's head that I were going to win, I'd still take it.
Yeah.
I mean, if British title's online, you're still going to jump in if you're a proper fighter, like you say you are.
Yeah.
You're going to jump in, no matter if there's no odds, like if everyone's against you, you're still going to jump in. I would anyway, especially if there's a title online.
Well, that's it, because in the men's boxing, the British title is so prestigious and it's something that everyone wants to go for. So to not have it for the women, I think, is outrageous now.
Yeah. And it's so hard for men, like, to get a British title, because I think the talent that we've got is unreal.
Yeah. Then domestic clashes are better than some world level fights.
Oh, yeah,
because brilliant. That's how good everyone is in this country. It is unbelievable now.
It is. It's amazing. It's wicked to see, to be fair, isn't it? It makes you proud to be British.
That's it. I mean, but it's renowned, isn't it? British title fights are always some of like the fights of the year, because domestically it is always 50-50. And like you say, the talent that we have, male and female, in this country is unbelievable.
Definitely. I mean, I'm just looking forward to Savannah Marshall and Caressa Shields. Me, I can't wait for that. I can't wait.
Who's going to win?
Savannah, 100%.
All day, yeah. How do you think she's winning?
I think she's going to knock her out. Like, I enjoy watching Clarissa, but we're British, aren't we? So we've got to stick with. And I just think Savannah's just amazing. Like, so good. I love how relaxed she is and how much power she fetches. Like, that knockout of the weekend.
Oh, so good.
So good. So good.
I was sitting... Yeah, I was sitting ringside and she knocked her out like on the ropes of where I was sitting. I remember just sitting there like on Twitter ready to tweet. Next thing I like jumped up out my seat and I was like, oh my God, huge.
That was a right view.
Oh, so good. But then I got a bit worried because the her man didn't get up and I was like, oh, come on, up we get now. But she was fine. So it was all good, but huge fight.
So good. She's amazing.
Yeah, I love her style.
Yeah, so good.
I think I keep saying I'm just sitting 50-50 on that fight because I think it could go either way. Like for me, as long as it is good as we all think, I don't even care who wins at that point. I just want it to be an unbelievable fight. Yeah,
definitely. I agree. I mean, I'm just going with Savannah because she's doing it for British. British. So I've got to sit with Savannah. But I just love how Caressa Shields is, to be fair. Like, she, like her attitude and that. I just think it's so funny. But she is, obviously, she's got all the belts. She's got all minerals and to be how she is. So, but it's just got to be Team Savannah on that one.
Team Savannah, yeah. It's going to be a tough, it's a close one. I think their styles, so like, obviously Savannah's just at any point can knock Clarissa out. There's no doubt in that. And obviously Savannah's jab, she keeps her range nice. But then you got Clarissa's, she's got fast hand speed, good footwork. Yeah. I can't wait for her. Cannot wait.
Can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait.
Another mega fight, obviously, Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano. Who do you have for that?
I don't know. I'm on fence with that one, me. Is with that one. I don't know. I can't pick a winner for that. I sat on fence. I'm gonna sit and watch that and enjoy it.
Yeah. Again, I'm the same. I think Serrano's going to win, but I'm going to sit on the fence. But no, I do think Serrano's going to win. But again, you know what? As long as it's a good fight, I just can't wait. I'm buzzing for all of it.
A wicked fight, mega fight, that one.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be you soon, though. Do you have, obviously they're fighting in like Madison Square Garden. Do you have like a dream venue that you think in the future that'll be the goal?
United Ground for me. Sheffield United Ground.
That would be good.
Yeah, like obviously I'm starting my my there. Imagine like getting all belts in United Ground. It'd just be unreal for me. Like obviously I've seen Kell Brook box there. So it'd just be wicked. Can't beat it.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Unbelievable. Yeah. That can go on the vision board for sure, that one.
100%. Imagine, you? Vision it, manifest, put it into the universe, work hard and you'll get there.
Is that so? I'm into all of that as well, like like law of attraction and things, and obviously I journal, manifest. Is that something that you do like kind of daily?
Yeah, I like to just have like that bit of downtime throughout the day, and just like it's more mental than I think, because then I know what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? I like to write it down, just sit and have a think with myself with a cup of tea or something. I just enjoy it, to be fair.
Yeah, it's part of my morning routine, all of that, like a bit of gratitude or, kind of like something. Yeah, got to be grateful. And then, something that you're putting into the universe, like you say, I'm into all of
Yeah.
that, definitely.
Yeah. Every
Um,
day.
yeah, that's it. And I just think it sets you up for the day as well. I think when you wake up, I know I do it first thing and like I'm grateful for something straight away,
Yeah.
like mentally, I'm like a different person than if I just get up and try and get on with the day.
Yeah, 100%.
So obviously your fight's coming up May 20th. Where are you fighting? And do you have any details on your opponent?
I have no details on opponent, but I'm fighting at United Ground in one at Sweets, but still, it's a start.
Yes. And it's a Steffi Bull show, isn't it?
Yeah. Steffi Bull show and Ryan Rhodes.
I mean, I love them type of shows because they're very intimate, but they always got unbelievable atmosphere. Like right from the first fight, everyone's there. It's busy. Everyone's there because they want to watch boxing, not because they want to go for a couple of drinks before they go out. So I much prefer them type of shows.
And it's a small venue as well. So it's gonna sell out. It's just gonna be that atmosphere is just gonna be wicked. I can't wait. I literally can't wait.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like for me, like if I was turned over to pro boxer, they're always the shows I'd want to get on, especially for like the first handful of fights, because you watch it on like videos or if you get to go to them, the atmosphere from start to finish is immense.
Yeah, definitely.
And was that the plan? Like obviously being on like a Steffi Bull show, was that something that, when you turned over, that was what you were hoping for?
To be honest with you, I didn't really opt for whoever's show. I literally just left it to JB to make like whatever decision he made. I just said to him, "You just let me know when and where, and I'll be there." That's it.
Best attitude to have, yeah. Like you said before, you'll just focus on the boxing then, can't you?
Yeah, that's it. Like I said, I'm fit as a fiddle. Like if you rung me and said, "Oh, you can fight next week," I'd be like, "All right, my weight's good. I'm fit. I'll go now."
Yeah, amazing. And then tickets, can people still buy tickets? What's the deal with that?
I get my tickets on Monday, so yeah, hopefully I managed to get rid of them all. I've had loads of people shout me already, so I'm really grateful for that. I appreciate all support already. Like everyone's been brilliant, to be fair, so I'm proper grateful.
Oh, amazing. And if anyone wants to get a ticket, will they just come to you like on social media?
Yeah, just DM me and we'll sort it out. Appreciate it.
Perfect. Well, Bree, thank you so much for your time. Best of luck in the rest of your, how many Fridays have you got? 5 more Fridays?
5 more Fridays and we're rolling.
Best of luck. Hopefully I'm going to be there. I'd love to come and watch as well. So fingers crossed, but best of luck in the rest of your camp. And I look forward to seeing you make your debut.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. I appreciate having the interview with you. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit like and subscribe to our channel where we have new videos dropping all of the time. Also head over to our social media pages where we have the latest boxing news as well as interviews and live coverage from boxing events.